Oh my gosh. Who it? Alonzo. Alonzo, let us know where you're from. Hello, sir. How do I get access to your lectures on ISL and the implementation of these models? I don't know if it's my luck, but I've only seen you talking about things not to do in data. Alonzo? Alonzo, my friend, if you don't think these are data science discussions, you have a lot to learn. Data science is not just about code and math. You gotta be a people person when it comes to data science. You gotta be able to take the big picture view when it comes to data science. If you can't do that, if you want to be the math nerd on the team, you're the guy they keep locked up in the back room and they never invite to meetings. Is that what you want, Alonzo? You want to be the guy that nobody invites to meetings? You got to be personable. You got to be a good guy. You got to be able to explain things. You got to be able to deal with stakeholders. You got to be able to manage people. Alonzo, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Haha, the guy they keep locked up got me dying. Hey, it happens, guys. It happens. It happens. I've done it. You know what? Why don't you sit this meeting out? We'll take care of this meeting. Go ahead. Go ahead and sit this one out. No. You know what? It's my fault. I scheduled this meeting right after your lunch. Go ahead and take an extra lunch. Sit this one out. I'll go talk to him. Go ahead. You don't want to be that guy. Alonzo, this is all data science. This is all data science. Right? If you don't see that, then I'm sure that help desk, you should go work level 1 help desk. They talk about computer stuff all day long. Give you a nice headset, a nice comfortable chair for you to sit in. Alonzo, maybe you should consider level 1 desk. Okay? Not mad, just disappointed. Guys, maybe I should spend just a little bit of time on that. Dealing with stakeholders is a whole other ballgame. And it's a whole chapter in my book. If you want to support me, my book is available on Amazon. I wrote it as a whole chapter in my book because dealing with stakeholders is a whole other animal. And they do not, there's no academic program out there that teaches it. Right? The stakeholders are ultimately business people. Our friend Akash here recently got a job, multinational corporation. That's not rare, right? Most of us, if you stay in the data science field, most of your career is going to be spent at a multinational large corporation, right? That's by and large who hires data scientists, right? So your stakeholders are not other coders. They're not other programmers. Their knowledge of data science is whatever they heard on CNBC that morning. Like that's it. Like that's literally all they know, right? And in the US, I don't know if this is an international saying, but in the US, we have a saying when you're speaking to an audience, when you're speaking to somebody else, you have to meet them at their level. Right? Their level of knowledge, and their level of knowledge in most cases is going to be lower than yours. Right? So you have to be able to, kind of tune yourself to be able to talk to them in a pleasant way, in a way that they will understand you. So yeah, looking at the ISL book might be good for your knowledge. But if you don't view stuff like this, the ability to express yourself like this, then you really don't understand data science and you're going to do terrible with stakeholders. To me, the more time I spend in it, the more I realize that data science is not a science. It's a people business, right? No one's paying you for how fast your code runs. They're paying for you to have an impact on their business. That's really what matters. So when I do these business talks or these, other like related but a little tangential things, it's all building your data science skills. I mean, it's really all it is. I mean, and if you don't view it that way, then your career will be very short or very capped. And you don't want that, right? Because right now, I understand that you guys are, most of you are starting out, kind of early in your careers, but you're going to want advancement. You're going to want to be promoted, right? I didn't get to chief data scientist because, I talk like a math robot. You got to be a personable, a personable guy, right? You got to have some personality. You got to have some showmanship. You got to have good presentations. You got to be able to, know your audience, right? So, you're going to want this later in your career, but the time to start developing the skills is now, right? Took me 3 whole years. Sam says, took me 3 whole years to get comfortable with stakeholder relationships, both internal, external, and vendors. My experience as a chemical engineer from oil and gas industry. Yeah, Sam, and you're bringing up a good point, right? When I say stakeholders, for the most part, I do refer to the people you're presenting to, the people you're writing the algorithms for. But yeah, Sam's right. You have external relationships too, where you got to be a good guy there too, right? You're gonna be dealing with vendors. You're gonna be dealing with competitors in some cases, right? You're gonna be dealing with people in your trade industry or whatever, right? So yeah, it's not just stakeholders, for who you're working for. It's other relationships. So thank you for reminding me of that, Sam, because he's right. There's multiple types of relationships you're going to have to keep up with. But yeah. Alonso says, I'm sorry if my question was hurtful. No, not hurtful, just disappointing. I'm at the first stage of learning. I am willing to learn the concepts of DS. Thank you for the playlist, Rex Racker. Yeah, Rex, thank you so much for playing wonderful host over there on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I understand these are your first stages, but your first stages should probably be about the greater understanding of data science, not just the ISL book. The ISL book is excellent, don't get me wrong. But, data science ultimately, this goes for everybody. It's a people job. It's a people job. If you can't find the people aspect of data science, then your career will be very, very limited. Extremely limited. You're going to be the guy they keep in the back room and never talks to stakeholders. You do not want to be that guy. And there's plenty of the idiot influencers out there that are training people to be that guy. That's why I'm so down on, the ones who overemphasize the code or overemphasize the math, because it's a fundamental misunderstanding of what data scientists actually do in the real world.